Hello and welcome to Optimistic Wargaming. I'm James and today I'm going to be playing a 2000 point game of Age of Sigmar with my Beasts of Chaos against my mate Tony's Daughters of Khaine. Now this is the first game after, the big lockdown in the UK, so we're a bit rusty, but it should be good fun. As a point, I have not got the tripod during the actual game, so there's a bit of shaky cam, but hopefully that will be alright. So, without further ado, I'll leave you with past me, who will be going through the army lists. Okay, so here's my 2000 points of Beasts of Chaos, specifically the Gavespawn. Gavespawn, there we go. Alright, so we've got 2 battalions in this army. We have the Desolating Beast Herd, which is everything on the left, and we have the Phantasmagoria of Fate, which is everything on the right. So everything on the right has 6 to hit, get 2 hits in the enemy territory. Everything on the right has the Mark of Tzeentch and the ability to unbind enemy spells. Leading it off, we have a Great Brave Shaman. He has the command trait from the Gavespawn, Unraveling Aura, giving him an additional unbind, as well as the artifact, the Bravebrast Trumpet. So when things arrive from reserve, I get +1 to hit. On top of that, his spell from the Lore of the Twisted Wilds is Wild Rampage, giving it reroll failed wound rolls at the cost of -1 save. We then have a Beast Lord, equipped with the Mutating Gnarlblade from Gavespawn, because it's the best artifact in the book. We then have a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth with Lightning Chain Braces for rerolling all failed hit rolls, and the Hailstorm spell. And finally, a Great Brave Shaman with the Vicious Stranglethorn spell. Next, we have a unit of 10 Gors, 10 Vestigors, 2 units of 10 Ungors, a Gorgon, a Cygor, 3 Dragon Ogres, 10 Zangors, and then 2 units of 10 Ungors. As well as that, we also have an Endless Spell, the Wildfire Taurus, and a Rock. And that is 2000 points of Beasts of Chaos.
So, on the other side, against the Beasts of Chaos, we have an army of Daughters of Khaine using the Keltnar sub-faction. I'm built this list using the Perpetuate Guard battalion, so it has Morathi in her new form with both models. It then has 2 of the Bloodwrack Medusas with carefully colour-coded hair. Then it has, as its 2 to 3 Melusai, it has the 2 units of 10 Blood Sisters.
That's the glaive ones, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Backed up by a unit of 15 Blood Stalkers.
15. Nice.
This battalion will allow me to, once per battle, use a command point as a, command ability without spending a command point. And as Keltnar, it will also let me summon a unit of Harpies as the command trait on the Valiant, the green-haired Medusa, once per battle.
Okay. And then you got a couple of endless spells?
And yes, and 2 endless spells, the Bloodwrack Viper and the Chronomantic Cox.
Okay. And that's 2000 points?
Yep, exact.
Alright, so now trying for either player. So for today's game, we're going to be playing Shifting Objectives in the Realm of Shadow. So Shifting Objective has 3 objectives in the centre of the board. 1 in this third, 1 in this third, and 1 in this third. The way this works is each round we randomly determine one of these objectives to be the primary. That is worth 2 points. The others are worth 1 each. If you hold it for battle line, they're worth 1 additional point. The Realm of Shadow means that every terrain feature counts as obscuring. Now on this board we have a nice little mountain pass over here on this third, and then we have some plains with some trees and a little lake going up into the mountain. Well, the mountains I suppose are coming down into the lake with a river. We're classifying the river as dangerous terrain, but that's it. And then obviously everything else is what it is. The mountains are just mountains, and with the Realm of Shadow. Alright, so we're back after setup. So, first of all, the Beasts of Chaos. Now, the being a one-drop, the Daughters of Khaine did finish deploying first, but we'll go through the Beasts of Chaos, because I'm on that side of the board. So, in ambush, we have got the 10 Zangors, 10 Ungors, the Beast Lord, 10 more Ungors, and the Vestigors. Now, due to the way this deployment works, we're slightly squashed in, so our territory starts where that dice is. So, inside the trees, we have 10 Gors, because, always put Gors in the woods. That's where we live. We then have the Cygor, the Rock, Wizard, with his best friends, who we're going to have a lovely barbecue with. The Gorgon, the Wizard, on a disc, the dragon ogres, and then some ungors on this mountain because, you know, there's an objective right there. As a point, I was reminded that dangerous isn't the rule, it's deadly. Dangerous is a rule from 7th edition 40k, which, was that 10 years ago?
No,
Something like that?
No, not quite.
Not quite 10 years ago, it was a while.
17?
Yeah, that's definitely not 10 years ago, it was a while ago. It was quite a while ago.
We played that system for like 10 years.
Yeah, we played...
Far through to 7.
It hasn't been a rule in a while, and it's not even in Sigmar, it's 40k, but we'll move on from that.
Even fantasy. I don't think.
Yeah, it wasn't even in fantasy. Then we have the Daughters of Khaine, who are slightly less, you know, distributed in... Yeah, spread out.
Concentration of force with the Blood Sisters on either flank.
Yep.
And the Bloodstalkers in the centre next to Morathi. The Warlord Medusa Thalion has the Shadowstone Relic to give +1 to casting rolls.
Yeah, we forgot about the relics and artifacts of the Daughters of Khaine.
Artifacts and spells. Then Morathi in the middle, able to move wherever she needs.
There's little Morathi as well behind big
Morathi. Morathi, as of course she probably would be, although probably the other way around, let's be honest.
And then what was the one, sorry?
And called Avila with the Glaciers Falx, the sub-faction relic, which gives exploding 6s on 1 weapon. I have chosen the Spear.
I love easy to pronounce relics. They're the best.
Yep. Geisas Falx.
You know what? In editing, I'll put up the spelling of that word. Tell me in the comments how to pronounce that. You know, I have mutating Gnarlblade, and then we've got that.
Additional spells. Morathi also has Mind Razor, and both Medusas have Withering Ring in addition to their inbuilt enfeebling foe.
Okay, so who's going first?
I'll choose to go first.
So Daughters of Khaine,
objectives?
turn 1. You know what? That's an excellent point. So we're going left to right. So 1, 2 is this, 3, 4 is middle, 5, 6 is this one for the primary, and afterwards we'll figure out the secondaries because we did forget about that. That is a 6. So it's this one over here. Okay, back at the end of movement phase for the Daughters of Khaine. We forgot to mention the auxiliaries, so I chose Cornered and the bait being these gores here, and the cornered being I've got to have 2 units in engagement range of an enemy hero, which I imagine my opponent might want to do. As for my opponent, they have chosen...
I've gone for Prey on the Weak to kill all the battle line.
Yep.
And Domination to kill 3 units in a single turn.
Oh, going for the pure aggression. Alright.
As per expectable for this army.
Yes. So the hero phase for Daughters of Khaine was pretty quick. We had a few spells cast. Yeah, for once with Daughters of Khaine. No, there's no priest in this army.
Yeah,
really weird.
No priest. Second time without using them.
Yeah.
So yeah, in hero phase, Morathi managed to cast both Mystic Shield and Mind Razor onto the unit on my right flank. And also summoned the Chromatic Cogs as her last spell.
Which we may have forgotten until the start of movement, but it's fine.
No, we didn't. We totally remembered.
And you chose to slow down time.
Yes, and slow down time to enable for an extra spell to be cast.
And reroll saves, which is very good. And then movement happened, and well, the snakes all rushed forward. Nothing ran.
Forward cautiously.
Nothing ran, I believe.
The second Medusa ran.
Alright, so the red-haired Medusa did run, and the rest of the army just moved forward a little bit.
Forwards.
At the end of the movement...
the objectives. At the end of the movement, use the Keltnar command ability to summon an extra unit of... not command ability, command trait. Summon an extra unit of Harpies.
Yep, so you're claiming...
To claim the third objective.
Every single objective. Alright, so we're going to go into the shooting phase, and well, there's only one unit, because I believe... Morathi has a shooting attack, doesn't she? But it's not...
Medusas, but it's like...
Its range is not good.
Nope. Its range wasn't good. It is now 18 inches.
Oh. Do you want to do the other snakes first, and then we'll come back to that?
And it's also only one shot.
Alright, so I'm assuming that your first shot is going to be 15 snakes.
Yeah, 15
and what are they firing
snakes into the Gorgon.
Oh no. Poor boy. We've checked they're all in range,
Yeah.
which may or may not be why I knew where they were going to go. Do you have your dice ready?
Yep, oh, well.
I'll be back once we've got the
I'll
destiny.
need an extra 10 dice, so
Oh, you got
we'll
one.
need to
Okay.
roll a few.
So what do they hit on?
They hit on 3s, with 6s doing a mortal wound instead.
So roll here, if possible.
Yeah. The Morathi symbols are 6s.
Yep.
There's a lot of them.
That's a lot of mortal wounds.
Maybe we should have spent a command word to give them rerolls. That is.
You know what? I think you won't need it.
Yeah, but.
So that's 6.
4 mortal wounds and.
That's 6.
6
surely.
mortal wounds. I can count. And
6 mortals.
4 misses.
Okay.
5 misses.
You've got 10 more shots after this, right?
Yeah, which are just roll the mortal wounds and misses.
Oh, the instead of.
Yes, it's
Okay.
instead of. So
So-
I said that.
You probably did.
Yeah. No extra ones.
Well, there were some ones.
No extra 6s, I mean.
All right. Gorgons have 14 wounds for those interested. So far he's down to 8.
I should note they have 2 shots each, hence why I need to roll an extra 10 from the pack.
Yeah. They're rapid firing, apparently. As are most bows in Age of Sigmar nowadays.
As are, probably most bows in history.
Yeah. And then freeze wound, yes?
Yes.
Is that all of them?
Yes.
Almost all of them. There's a 2 there.
Oh, yeah. There is.
So that's how many?
Yeah, freeze wound minus 1 rend. So 11.
Ain't that
6
handy?
sixes on the first set.
Rend.
1.
So 6 up save. I passed 2. So he is dead. Alright. We'll be back with whatever's shooting next.
So, next, Morathi is going to use her stare attack
Yeah, her stare from a million miles away.
onto the Cygor.
Yep. Who is blind?
This hits and wounds on a 2 with minus 3 rend and d6. To be fair, it did used to be pick a model out of a unit and then roll higher on its wounds to kill it. So...
Just roll the dice.
Hits.
Yep.
Wounds.
Well, if you had Rend 2, I still wouldn't get a save. And...
Only 2 damage.
Alright. He lives. Probably because he's blind. He doesn't even know what happened. Is that it for shooting?
That will be it.
Okay. So we will come back after... I'm assuming there's no charges because you're not in range. So you get 3 for that one because it's a primary.
Primary and battle line unit.
And then...
Obviously because the snakes are general, all of them are battle line.
Yep, and then 2 for that one, because you've got those snakes.
Yep.
And 1 for that
Only
one,
one for this.
because they're not battle line.
Yeah.
So 6-0 at the end of Daughters of Khaine turn 1. Alright, end of a very successful hero and movement phase for the Beasts of Chaos. So we started off by sacrificing a goat, which wasn't great because we can't summon anything, but you know, more summoning points the better. Having a bit of a barbecue over here, as mentioned earlier. In the actual magic casting, the Shaggoth was unbound by Morathi. He tried to summon some lightning. The Dragon Ogres were given Wild Rampage from the Zangor Shaman, who is now over here because he is very fast. However, the true hero of the hero phase, okay, that was not intentional, but whatever, was the Great Brave Shaman, who managed to successfully cast the Wildfire Tauros, which was not unbound by Morathi. The ball managed to hit this unit of snakes, the Melusai?
Yeah, all the Melusai. Bloodstalkers are the archers, Blood Sisters are the...
Oh, I was referring to the hero. What's the hero called?
Medusa, Bloodrak Medusa.
Oh, I assumed it had a non-copyright infringement name. Whatever. And Morathi, we did 3 wounds over here, 1 wound there, 2 wounds there, and 3 wounds on Morathi. And pretty much they all went through. I don't think there was any ignores.
No, didn't pass any. Also, the Bloodrak's probably the copyrightable part.
Yeah, quite possibly. So, a very successful thing with the Taurus. So, they've taken all those more wounds and they fight last in the next hero phase.
Yeah.
The free wounds on Morathi was very important. As for the actual movement, well, we had some Gors rush up over here to grab the objective. I don't know if we actually grabbed it. I should probably have checked that before we recorded.
I think you do.
The Cygor walked on forward. They stood still because, you know, we're not being shocked for the realm. The Dragon Ogres moved up over here in order to help deal with these because, strangely enough, I don't think the Ungors can deal with it. The Shaggoth walked on forward behind this tree. maybe trying to hold the bridge. The Zangor Shaman rolled a run, and I spent a command point to make it 6, giving him a movement of 25 inches, which is why he's no longer next to this tree. It's all the way over here. Now I did that because now my reserves have arrived. And over there, we have the 10 Zangor, 2 units of 20 Ungor Raiders, and the Beast Lord, all in my opponent's territory, all behind all of this. And then over here, the Bestigor showed up, getting ready to charge on into the snakes. Hopefully. If not, they'll at least force my opponent to send something back that way. Okay, beginning of the shooting phase, we're going to have the 2 units of 10 Ungors, one at a time, fire into these snakes here. So, starting off with the first Ungors. Now, the relic on the Shaman gives them all +1 to hit because they arrived from reserves this turn. They are part of the battalion in my opponent's territory, so all 6s to hit count as 2 hits. It's unmodified 6s, not regular 6s. So, they hit on 4s normally on the blues, 3s because of the wizard, and the red one is the champion who hits on a 3 normally, so 2s. 6s explode. So, of course, naturally the sergeant misses, but we seem to have gotten a fair number of hits. We've got a 6, so
About 50-50.
remove those, put that back in. We then win on 4s because, you know, short bows. Fired by anemic goats. 4 wounds with no rend because, you know, anemic goats.
They don't really have much of a save.
Yeah, they've got scales.
Scales and a bit of armour. They do have Mystic Shield.
Okay, what save do they have?
5 up.
Okay.
5 up, re-rolling 1s. Wow.
They don't have much of a save, right? So 2 fails.
1,
and
then they have the 6 up. Shrug for being dot.
Okay.
No. So you
I'll take 2 wounds. That kills a snake.
1 down.
And then the next unit of snakes.
Yeah.
Not next unit of snakes. Next unit of Ungors.
Yes, I would like to take my unit of snakes to shoot.
So 3s to hit, 2s to the sergeant. There we go, that's more like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 misses, but 2 extras.
2 explodes.
Now imagine if I took a big unit of these guys.
No.
4s to wounds. So that's 1, 2, 2. Yeah, Ungors!
Say that one's cocked.
I'll take it because it's, you know, slightly funky. It's not flat. That's 3 wounds. Yeah, Ungors. Thank you for the reroll. Well,
much more what I was expecting last time.
reroll the 1 though. Yeah, Mystic Shield helped. It's worth casting. And then ignore. I'll
Damn
take
it, they're
it.
not Hagnar again.
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
really
playing.
seeing usefulness of Hagnar. Or was that old one? Need to double check what they actually do.
Alright, so the next shooting is going to be this Cygor here, who wants to throw a rock at this wizard. Because he gets real all failed hit rolls against wizards. So hits him off 5 because of Lookout Sir. But re-rolls because you're a wizard. And we can actually see a wizard. That's a hit. It wounds on a 2, I believe. That's a wound. -1.
Okay.
He says -1 and then he wounds. Well, either way, that's a fail. D6 damage. Gonna throw a rock at you. 6 damage. Oh, yeah. The mighty rock.
Come on.
Yeah, we squished the wizard.
Yeah.
Okay, so end of the charge phase. 3 charges were attempted. The first one was the Beast Lord. He failed. He rolled an 8. I spent a command point to re-roll it. Got an 8. Very close. Very close to getting another kill. Because she's right there. The Bestigors rolled a 4. They did not make it. And the Dragon Ogres rolled a 7. I believe that was with a command point re-roll. So they just made it in. Because that's what they needed. And we're going to go with them first.
They didn't spend the command. No,
I believe they did.
He did. Don't think they did.
Oh, no, they didn't. Because they're not in range to do
And
it.
they just failed and don't have the character near enough.
Yes. So they're not going to pile in. Because I could get one more guy in. But he provides reroll 1s to hit. So I'm going to go with them first, because I believe 2 should be able to do it. And either way, I have the objective. I didn't before I charged, but now I do. So, they hit on 3s, re-rolling 1s with their paired ancient weapons. That's a lot of 1s. And no 2s. Like every 40k player's dream. I forgot I had a spell on them as well. So that's 2 misses total. So that's 10 hits. These wound on freeze, rerolling all failed wound rolls because of the wild rampage on them, which is from the Zangor Shaman. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 misses, but I can reroll those. So that is 6, 9 saves with no rend.
Ah, because they're in combat, they have a 5-up save from the shield.
Okay.
And
Okay, where are we
any
rolling?
unmodified 6s to save, do a mortal wound in return.
So 5 ups, and then 6s do more to me.
Yeah.
That's nothing, I think. Oh no, there's one there. Yeah.
Oh, the one pass?
There's 1 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So 5 fails.
Damage?
1.
And they're all dead.
That's ignore damage, yeah. So they are wiped out. So with that, I will have, because I don't believe there's any battle shock, because I believe you automatically pass, because I only killed like 2 over here.
Yeah, 2, bravery,
2 over there,
8.
1 over there, 0 over there. So I have gone this objective with battle line, check out those Ungors. I don't have this objective, but I do have this one. We did check, and I have more models on it than my opponent. So I score 3 for this one, and 2 for this one over there, making the score 5 to 6 after battle round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll. Do you have a dice for the roll off?
Roll off, I'll grab.
Roll off in the lake. Why not? So I get a 1.
To 5.
So very quickly, my opponent chose to take the first turn, the Doors of Khaine. So that meant I got to move the bull. And as you can see, there's a bit of a china shop over here. So the bull went all the way around like this and ended up there. So it hits everything it moves over and everything within an inch once it's finished its move. So it did 3 wounds over here, killing 2 snakes. 2 wounds over here, killing a snake and wounding another. There's another wound to Morathi, so we've gotten them down the bracket. We did 2 wounds to that Medusa.
The general.
And then we did, was it 1 wound over here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we just out over here. That is just over an inch. Alright, so in the hero phase, that's a good reaction. Morathi is going to command these to shoot at the Cygor. Correct?
Yeah.
Or okay, at the Cygor. But before we go on to that, I might as well mention the rest of the hero phase. So Morathi has 4 casts this turn. The first
3.
one was...
The Medusa 2.
Oh, right, okay. So Morathi has 3 casts this turn. She tried to stop the Wildfire Taurus, which she needs to roll a 6. She rolled a 5. She then tried to cast Black Horror.
Yeah.
Rolled a 3. She then tried to cast another spell. I think it was Mind Razor.
Yeah.
She needed a 7 on the dice. Rolled a 6. Then the Medusa needed to roll a 6 to cast her next spell. Rolled a 5. And then a 3 was rolled on whatever the final spell was. So the rest of this hero phase has something very good for the Doors of Khaine. But maybe it's about to get very good. So freeze to hit.
Yeah.
That's-
being mortals.
Yep.
I can't give them reroll 1s to hit at this point in time because it's not an actual phase.
Right. Yes, because it's a shooting phase. Is that 5 wounds? Mortals?
Yeah. 5
Okay.
mortals.
Note that down.
Right.
So 8 more shots?
4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 more, but 8 shots.
That's counting by snake. That was not good.
Not the best. Don't worry, next turn you get real ones to hit, right?
Yes.
From your blood rights. Blood rights? Blood pacts? Whatever.
Or
Roll
blood rights, I think.
Blood, insert name here. Insert blood
That's
term here.
Definitely not a value.
You know what? That'll be a fun game. Make up names for various Daughters of Khaine abilities that start with blood.
And then do the same for card abilities to
Yeah.
see how similar they are.
So that's 6.
So, yeah.
Let me get 6
No,
dice.
7.
7. Oh. 6 ups. I made 2. I'll take that. So that's 5. Plus those 5. Aha, he is alive on 2 wounds. Alright, end of the movement phase for the Daughters of Khaine, turn 2. Yeah, a bunch of snakes walked up over here, probably going to kill all these ghouls. We will see. Hopefully. Morathi walked up, just out of range of the Cygor.
Oh. Stealth shooting phase, reroll 1s for them to hit.
Right. These archers moved slightly laterally, I suppose.
And up.
And a little bit up to Look at the Bestior over there. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing because they're facing that way. Morathi, other Morathi walked over there. And then these snakes decide to hold the bridge. Probably because, you know, Shrek and Donkey's love child's over here. Right, so start of the shooting phase. These guys into the... into the Bestior? Oh, sorry, Morathi first.
So.
Okay, 2s to hit. Hits. 2s to wound. Yes, d6 damage. Dead. Archers. Bestigors. Go.
Time for them to die.
With volley fire.
Yeah, with volley fire. So
Real ones.
those 2
I
ones.
see what? 5 mortal wounds? 6 mortal wounds? No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope. Real ones.
Roll the ones.
Nope.
No extra mortals.
Well, so far you've killed all but 4. You've killed 6 of them. Oh, there was a 2. There was 1, 2.
Was that in the ones I just rolled?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it was anyway. I think they're dead regardless. Freeze to wound.
Hopefully.
If one of them lives, I'll check the recording. And that's including battle shock, because I've got no on there. How many is that? There's a 2 on the snake.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a few 2s there. A few white ones.
There,
the white
one
person ones.
I was saying that looks like a 2.
Well, you've got
Either way.
9, 10 there. They're dead.
4.
They're dead from those 4. Alright. So after charges and pile-ins, it looks like this, because remember, they got hit by the giant flaming ball of doom, so they fight last. So we have 5 gores, including the sergeant, into these snakes, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, because we have 2 axes. Yeah.
Oh.
Force to wound. A wound. No rend. Oh, actually, I should check about the Herdstone. Not for them, but for the snake.
In range.
For the snake. It's a pass. Okay. So Morathi is -1 save. So, you know, they might actually do something against Morathi. Force to hit. Re-rolling 1s because we have 2 axes. That was a hit, that 3, I believe.
No.
Okay. You know what? Do you think it was a hit?
I think it was a 3.
Okay. I'll remove it. I don't think I'm out. Force to wound. Yeah! Gores. You're the best around. Apart from Bestigors, who are dead. So now you're the best.
Now,
alright, Morathi's going to swing first.
With, as on the second tier, a 7 attacks on Heartrender, hitting on 3s.
Okay, that looked worse than it was at first. I don't know why.
Wounding on 3s.
Rend?
2, doing 3 damage each.
Squad's dead. Alright, I'll remove those, and there's no battle shock to take, because I don't think you lost enough.
No.
In fact, you didn't lose any.
Which, however, with the Zygar going down, does score one of my auxiliary objectives.
Well, mine scored as well, because you killed the bait.
And yeah.
What was that auxiliary? The killing the...
domination.
Okay. End of hero and movement phase for the Beasts of Chaos. So we started off by getting rid of the Wildfire Tauros in preparation for a potential double turn. We're hoping for that sweet, sweet double. We're okay if we don't get it though. The Great Ray Shaman managed to sacrifice a single Ungor, so he feels, he's a bit conflicted about his whole, sacrificing his friends. So we're not quite good enough for that many summon points.
The barbecue's just too good with what was already on it.
Exactly. Apart from that, I failed to cast every single spell, or it was unbound. Then into movement, these Ungors, claimed the objective. These Dragon Ogres moved into the bridge. This Shaggoth moved over the bridge. The Zangors and all them lot ran up, because they can run and shoot and do whatever. The Beast Lord ran into those trees over there, so he can't be shot, thanks to Realm of Shadow. And, the sacrifices didn't want to fight a god. Alright, I'll come back after the shooting phase. So, we're going to start off with 10 Ungor into these archers, but I believe you have something to do.
I will put total defense onto...
That's in combat only.
Is it combat only?
Yes. So, 4's to hit now, freeze the sergeant, 6's explode, because we didn't turn up for ambush this turn, so we don't get the trumpet. So that's pretty good. 4 misses. But a 6, we chuck you back in. And then 4's to wound. So that is 2 wounds with no rend, because you're not within range of the rock.
Right.
2 fails, 6 is to ignore.
Yeah.
1 succeeds.
Takes 1 down.
I'll take it. And then 10 ungors into the other unit of snakes.
Yep.
4s to hit, 6s count as 2 hits. The sergeant missed. And that was terrible. Just keep that in there. Oh, never mind.
Because they're trying to shoot around the shag off.
Yeah, they're trying to shoot around the big guy. And then 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
Nope.
Made them both.
Both pass.
Slight correction, they're within range of the Herdstone. They have a 6-up save. So they failed that save and that was the ignore damage. Because they are within 12 of the giant rock. Alright, so we had 2 successful charges here. The Shagoth and the Dragon Ogres went into the snakes over here. Dragon Ogres are going over the bridge. Now, bit of bookkeeping. I forgot to mention, the Daughters of Khaine did score 5 points last turn. 3 for the primary, which is actually this one. Which is underneath that Dragon Ogre right now. And 2 for that one over there. Now, I believe that the Daughters of Khaine have 3 different command abilities they're spending on these snakes.
The Keltnar specific one, which an unmodified hit roll for an attack against them causes 1 mortal wound back.
So one's to hit, do mortal wounds to them.
After all attacks have been resolved.
Okay.
The total defense, which I forgot was combat phase only, I was trying to think between the 2. And reroll 1s to hit.
Okay. So starting off with the Dragon Ogre Shagoth, who has lightning chain braces. So his axe, 3 attacks, freeze to hit, rerolling everything. Good thing you brought in that relic. 2 hits. Freeze to wound. 1 wound, -1 base, but minus another 1 because of the Herdstone.
Herdstone, yeah.
3 damage.
So, only...
Oh, there's the fiddle.
Yeah, only the one in range of the Herdstone is going to... Oh!
Well, these are all resolved at the same time.
Yeah,
Then
no,
the...
again, that wasn't a save.
Yeah. Then the his little T-Rex arms, freeze to hit, freeze to wound. Good job. And then his tail has D3 attacks, 4s to hit, re-rolling because of his braces. His braces affect his tail. Freeze to wound. 1 wound, no rend. Well, 1 because of the rock. 1 damage.
Goes through.
So take another wound. So, the Daughters of Khaine are splitting. 4 attacks into the Dragon Ogres.
Oh, that's only while Shadow Queen is
2
engaged.
into them. So, starting off with the 4. Alright, freeze to hit.
On 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yep. Well, there's at least 1 miss in there.
2 misses.
Okay. I'll take it. This is into the unit.
Yep.
And then freeze.
Yes.
Just knocking the green
Yeah,
one.
knock the trees over.
That was an awful wound roll. That's 6.
That's 5 to 6. And that's still over half.
Yeah.
Not good.
Actually, yeah, it looked worse than I thought at first.
-1.
-1, so 5 up saves. I make 1. I believe that kills a Dragon Ogre. But then into the Shagoth.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them, so 6 attacks. Rerolling the 1.
Yep. That's a 5.
Yeah.
There was a tree, but we got past it. And then freeze to wound.
That was
a bad one. 5 up saves. Nope. So he's down to 8, and I have checked. They do have 5 wounds each, so... Bwop. So choosing not to pile in over the river, I know I can, and take deadly, but you know what? I don't want to take more wounds. So, 6 attacks from that 1 Dragon Ogre. Freeze to hit. Rerolling 1s because of the Shagoth. Beneath the storm. Yeah. Freeze to wound. 3 wounds. No rend.
They're now out of range for her, so...
Yes, they are. You failed all 3.
Did not help, and not in total defense.
It's fine. There might be more from the feet attacks.
But ignores 1. So
Yep. So 2 wounds.
1 more is wounded.
And then the patty feet. 1 hit. 4s and 4s. 1 wound. No rend. 1 damage. Oh, I hope the stomps might have actually done something. No battle shock, I believe.
No, Medusa.
Oh yeah, Medusa. We'll come back then. Oh,
maybe just go straight on. So there's only 1 thing she can attack. She has 3 attacks with the spear, hitting and wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Not but to reroll on her.
And then freeze.
No, the spear Does not have any special stuff on it, other than being the best weapon. 1 wound at -1.
5 up. Nope.
Doing D3 damage.
So it's taken 5 so far. The most defensive unit in the army. Next.
And then the 4, which on a 6 inflicts a mortal wound. 6 to hit, it inflicts a mortal wound.
Okay. This is
instead of normal.
like poison claw.
Yeah. A shake claw. Not really sure. Well, a shake claw.
It's a claw.
Hitting on 4s, however. So 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
2 normal hits.
Up to 6 now.
It is 2 wounds.
I hope it was on 4s. Rend.
No.
4 up save. Yeah. Go Shaggoff. Go.
And D6 attacks from the Nest of Serpents.
Snakes. 2 attacks.
Hitting on 4s, I believe.
Well, it's not 5s.
Oh. I've actually been doing the unbinds wrong. Wounding on 4s. No.
Alright. Alright, he only took 6 wounds. He's down to 4. No battle shocks to speak of. You still hold this objective, so I only score 2 points. So.
Puts you up to 7.
Yes, 7 to your 11.
11.
Surely I'm on 6.
You got 5 first turn.
And 1. Oh, 2 this turn. Yeah, because of that line.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll quickly do the roll off for next round.
Yeah.
I got a 1. You got a
think
2.
I'll keep it.
JK, we completely forgot that they do mortal wounds at the
Yeah.
end of the phase. I did roll morale, sorry. I did roll morale on them, they passed, but it's going to the shack off.
Yeah, I've used it more when from the last book where they had it as an attack. So on a 3-up, 1 dice for each of them. On a 3-up, it does a mortal wound.
Yeah. So he takes 2. So he's taken 8 so far. So he's still alive. You go. I'm sure you will survive the enemy turn. Alright, so Daughters of Khaine hero phase for turn 3. So far, nothing's happened. Every spell's been unbound. Apart from the endless spell, that was successfully unbound. So everything was unbound. Yeah.
The archers.
Into the archers was what you said earlier.
Yeah.
But are you keeping that?
I feel I probably should actually pelt the Zangars, but I'll spam the archers.
Alright, archers and archers.
So only 6 more after this.
Oh yeah, because I killed
that
one.
we roll 1.
One's it might be only melee now. Yeah, you're right.
Double check the new version.
Well, so far that's 3 mortals and.
Yes, it does specify melee weapons.
Okay, thankfully.
Which it should have done anyway.
What? You can enjoy blood when you're next to them.
4 mortals.
Oh, 4 mortals. There we go.
And
so already I'm losing juice to battle shock.
And then for the others.
Another 2.
Another 2 mortals.
So 6 mortals. There's 4 left. I have no save. Well, against this I don't. That sweet 6 up arm save. They're dead. Are they dead?
4.
Precisely dead. You did exactly enough. Anyone that was saying that it wasn't worth firing, well, they did it perfectly. Oh, that's amazing. Alright, we're back after the movement. Alright, end of movement for the Daughters of Khaine. Morathi ran over here. Snakes moved over here. Stayed in combat.
Back there.
Oh, cheating already. Other Morathi went next to other Morathi. Snakes moved over here to consolidate on the objective. These snakes moved over here to probably kill these Ungors. Right, shooting. Where are we going to start?
Shooting. Massive snake volley into
Zangors. Probably the correct target in the first place, but
yeah, and potentially would have taken half their wounds off if I'd done it in the first place, but just wanted to kill another unit.
Don't worry, ignore wounds on 6s on like 4 of the novels in that unit.
So,
okay.
6 mortals.
Excellent.
Not great on hitting though.
I'll have to look at what their save is. I believe it's a 5 up, but I don't actually remember. I'll roll it after all this stuff's done.
7 mortals.
Okay, 7 mortals.
9 hits.
Yep. And then freeze to wound.
5.
So-
No. Yeah, 5.
That feels like less than it should be. I'll do the 7 morts first, and I'll look at the save. So 6 up to ignore on the shields. I ignore 2, so that's good. I'll be back after I've checked that. It is in fact a 5 up save on the Zangors. So 6 is to ignore.
Wand. 1 passed.
1 passed. Plus, so I've taken 5 mortals so far, so there's 3 wounds worth of shields left. They all die. So all the shields dead and 1 additional guy. That was triple 1, I've just noticed. That was hilarious. Alright, so that is 4 dead Zangors. Continuing the shooting phase, we have a staring contest. Morathi is going to have a stare at the Shaggoth first.
Yeah.
2's to hit.
Hits.
2's to wound.
Wounds.
Minus.
2.
Aha, I get a
Wait.
save. I thought it was 3 before.
Yeah, it's minus 3.
Alright, roll that damage. On a 1 I live. No. On a 2 plus I turn into a spawn. I'm a spawn. Yay. I'll set up the spawn and then we'll come back with... Do you have any more shooting? You do.
Yeah, I have
you have
a
green
stare.
hair. Stare. You have stare 2. Stare boogaloo.
Oh.
So, the Chaos Spawn was well spawned. And then a successful charge was made over here into the Ungors. A 9-inch charge was needed. Roll the 10.
Yep.
We're starting off over here. These snakes
Which-
into the Dragon Ogres.
Because Morathi is in... Khaine is in... Shadow Queen is in 3 inches of a unit.
Yep, they get an extra
Things
attack.
within 18 get an extra attack.
Yep.
Yep.
To be honest, I'd rather she just didn't charge.
Yeah.
I assumed she was going to charge regardless, so
I
hold them
was,
up.
and I need to double check pile ins.
Yeah, they're all in range.
You go there. Yeah, I should get them all in.
So 15 attacks. So they're currently 4 attacks per. 21 attacks
Shoot an
from
offer.
5 models that are battle line. Freeze!
Well, because it's a Medusa, we will put.
Real ones.
And the extra 1. Oh, yeah. That's actually re-rolled 1. That goes there.
Oh, an extra attack. Yeah. Morathi's wings are in the way. Whatever. That many hits.
Sorry.
Assuming you can actually see.
I can't. That is a lot of hits.
Many hits. Freeze to wound.
Ooh.
Many
Not amazing on
wounds.
Actually, that's pretty good on wounds. 5, 10 wounds.
Alright. They might
Minus
live.
1.
They should live. They will live.
They will die.
Oh no, they're definitely going to live. I need to just make 1, so they're definitely going to live, because we are optimistic. We made 5. Only 1 dies. He died fully, but only 1 died. Going to start off with the wizard. He's going to bonk them with his stick. Face your foe. Hits on a 4. Good job. Next pick.
So,
Swing back with the snakes. Same number of attacks. Into the Ungors.
yeah.
Okay. Freeze.
Rolling ones.
That looks like 6 mortals to me.
No,
3,
that's the
6.
archers.
Oh, yeah, wrong unit. I hoped we'd have to roll less dice.
No, their mortals are actually more terrifying.
Yeah, probably. And then freeze to wound, and I get a 6-up save because they have shields in combat. Check out that 5-up armor.
I mean, that's the entirety what my army has of the Morathi, so... 5. Same wounds. Nope, 11 wounds. I can't count.
Oh, yeah. I made 1. They're dead. So off camera, I did the spawn, and he actually did a wound. He only had 3 attacks, but he managed to do a wound. Neither was expecting that.
Now the Medusa's just going to try and skewer it.
To be fair, he has ascended. We do believe that Spawnhood is better than Demon Prince. Yeah, the Spawn died between Morathi and the Medusa. So then we got the Dragon Ogre hitting the snakes, and that's it for combat, apart from the exploding mortals over here.
And onto the Dragon Ogre.
Oh, yeah, that's also a thing. Freeze to hit. No rerolls anymore because the Shaggoth's dead. Freeze to wound. Even his new ascended form is dead. 2 wounds with range 1.
Wait.
1 damage each. Well, range 1 because of the rock.
Oh, yeah.
Six
Two
up
each,
to
was it?
No, one
Oh,
each.
one each.
They're Dragon Ogres. Why would you think Dragon Ogres have 2 damage?
That was nearly a 6.
Both fail, so he kills one and wins another. And then his
Yep.
patty hands. 1 hit. Patty cake, patty cake. Nope, nothing.
He will take. I'll do the Moss
Yep.
Blast onto him.
Onto him. He takes 4. He's got 1 win left.
Yep.
Onto my wizard.
Taking 7.
Yep. He's only got 5 wounds.
And this one, freeze.
He doesn't have 5
6.
wounds anymore. Does he spawn? Yeah, he does. Alright, we'll be back with Beats of Chaos Hero Phase. Oh, I'm going to spend a command point over there. My opponent scores 5.
5 more to 16.
16 to what, 7?
Yep.
Alright, this is going well.
The
Beats of Chaos.
thing on that side is winning it.
Beats of Chaos, turn 3. Alright, Beats of Chaos, turn 3, hero movement. The giant flaming balls cast again, and did 5 to them, and hit Morathi twice, because I hit Little Morathi and Big Morathi, and as a result it hits Big Morathi twice, because Morathi's weird. I did 2 out of the 3 this turn, so that's pretty good. As for movement, he stayed in combat, he flew over there, they moved up there, moved up there, moved up there. I summoned 10 more Ungors, and the spawn ran down the road. Alright, shooting. So Ungors are going to fire into these over here. No, I messed up. I moved them out of the territory. So I forgot they were part of the battalion still. 4s to hit. Freeze for the boss go. Aha, I rolled only 2 2s. And then 4s to wound. A rend effectively of 1 because of the herdstone.
Yeah.
4 of them. That's 1, 2, 3. 2 dead. 2 failed.
2 failed.
Yep. Then 6 ups
And
to ignore.
No.
Fail them both. I'll take killing another one. And then these 10 Ungor over here, Sungor, are going to fire into the archers. 4s to hit. Take out the misses. Because that's the best way to do it. And then 4s to wound. 2 wounds with effectively a rend because the giant rock's here.
Yeah.
Fail them both. Very
Thanks for
good.
that. Yeah.
Good old herdstone. Ignore on 6s.
Yeah.
Probably won't matter, but probably won't save it. The wounded one. Fail them. We roll that. Fail them both. So another one dead and another wound. We're getting there. We're getting there, lads. Well, end of the charge phase. He failed his charge, which was very unfortunate. I really wanted to kill that Medusa. But these guys made it in, and I'm going to spend a command point from the Chaos Spawn to give them +1 attack, as they are inspired by the presence of an Ascended One. So that means they have 2 attacks each with their griffins.
Seer.
Yes. Well, their seers right there. This is just random tribe seers. So, they have 2 attacks each with their great blades because of that command ability. The red ones are the champion, who hits on 3s. The rest hit on 4s. Very good that he hits on 3s. Now, we wound on 3s because we are within 12 of a Arcanite hero. Because even though we are not playing Arcanites, that's still an Arcanite hero. Yeah, Beastmen. So 3s to wound. Ah, you suck. That is Rend 2 because of the herdstone. 2 damage. I have to look up what their beaks do. You made on. So 1 dies because 1 of them's wounded.
Already would have passed if I was hacked up.
Again, red hits on 3s, the rest hit on 4s. Beaks, we're going to peck you to death.
3 missed.
Yeah, that missed as well. 4s to wound because of the Zangor Shaman. 3 wounds with rend of 1 because of the herdstone.
Missed.
Made 1. Yep.
More damage. Come on.
2 more wounds. We got another one. Alright, it's going to go back into the Dragon Ogre, I'm assuming, or into the Zangor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll attack thing. Only 4 attacks because of no more playing combat.
Okay.
It's Dragon Ogre. On 3s.
Into Dragon Ogres.
Yep.
Ogre.
Ogre.
His friends are dead. 3s to wound.
4 wounds.
Full house.
1.
Oh no, not full house. No, it was full house because you're not in combat with Morathi. 2 wounds. Take him. He'll hit you back. Freeze. Yeah, 4 hits. Freeze! 3 wounds, -1. Come on, we just need to kill that one. 1 damage each.
1 wound left.
Pie cake. Both hit. 1 wound, -1 because of the headstone. Fails it.
Oh, headstone. No!
Yeah, headstone. We did it. We held an objective. It only took 310 points of morals charging into like 2 guys. We did it, boys. We did it. That does get me 1, 2, 3, 4 points because I have battle line on both. Oh yes, we have the Medusa. We'll come back with the Medusa.
You will.
Making the big mistake in Warhammer, splitting attacks. The spear is going into the Dragon Ogre, and the rest into the Zangors.
Yeah.
Is it the spear?
Reroll. Yeah, spear. Reroll 1s to hit.
Oh yeah, you do reroll 1s to hit.
Both hit.
Freeze to wound.
Reroll 1s to wound next turn.
2 wounds, minus.
-1.
5 up save. Make 1 fail him.
D3.
Oh, he had 3 wounds left and he's dead. Oh. Alright, so he died, and then the camera died for a bit. Then into the Zangors. Clearly the Dragon Ogre is the camera.
Nope. Yeah, it's 4s and 3s.
Okay, 1 hit. Nope.
No wound.
Not this turn.
That's next turn.
And then the tail. Is it tail?
2.
Yeah.
Nest of snakes. Tail nest. I don't really know. Nope.
So I did score my 4 points. So it's now 11.
Yeah, 16, 11.
All right, it's going okay. Quickly roll for the battle round. I got a 5 to a 2. Okay. And then I'll roll for the primary and then we'll figure it out. I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to do first, but it doesn't really matter. Aha! It's this one! We did it! Alright, end of hero movement phase for Beast of Chaos. The Daughters of Khaine got to move the endless spell and proceeded to kill 2 Zangors, do 2 wounds to the Zangor Shaman, and 3 wounds to the Chaos Spawn. Sorry about that, camera's dying on me. So, Zangor moved over here, retreating from combat. Spawn moved up over here. Ungors fell back because they're actually in the enemy territory, so they actually get the battalion. These Ungors went over here, and Beast Lord walked up to challenge a god and, more likely, her friend. So we're going to go into shooting. We're going to fire these Ungors into the archers. We hit on 4s, freeze the red, 6s, counts as 2 hits. So that's 1 6, and the rest did really well. So remove these 2, put 1, and then keep that one in because of the 6. Apologies. 4s to wound. I'm indicating which one I want dead first by doing that. 5 wounds with rend of 1 because of the rock. That was really good from them.
Yeah. No. Come on.
I can see 4. Oh, there's the 5th one. So 4 wounds.
Yeah.
6s to ignore. 3 wounds. The second unit. They're not part of the battalion because they've just shown up. They're not even part of this tribe. 4 hits. They don't even know what's going on. They smelt food. 3 at -1. That's yep.
Yeah, ick.
I like to think we're actually benefiting by summoning more. We're just giving them more blood. So we killed, what, 5 then?
Damn it. 3.
3? I thought we... Oh yeah, we did 3 wins, yeah, because we ignored 1. That was really good from the Ungors. I'm impressed with them. There's another one there. So it was 4.
Yeah.
Beast Lord was finally infused to actually make a charge and rolled a double 6. Very good. So, he has 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1, because he has 2 weapons. Well, they all hit. I didn't need to roll 1s. If only I was in your territory. Wounding you on 3s, rerolling all fails because you are a hero, and we hate heroes. I am actually, positive that's the name of the rule. Hatred of the heroes or something like that. Rerolling. That's 6 wounds with rend 1, but 2 because of the headstone.
Yeah.
That is 3 damage per hit because of the relic. I'm telling the audience. That is 18 wounds. How many sixes can you roll?
Two.
Unfortunately, I couldn't just chuck that into the gods because, you know, half game. But that was very, very good. So at the end of the turn, I hold this one. This one that's underneath the bull. And this one for 3, 4, 5, 6 points because they're not battle line. But they have a battle shock taken, I believe.
Yes, they do.
That's a 6. Oh, that's not very good. They're bravery 8, I believe. Doors of Khaine movement and hero phase. So in the hero phase, we had a few things going on. We had the snake cast, which ate 3 of the Zangor. What's the snake called? Blood snake?
Black Viper?
Blood snake. And then a more wound was done to the Beast Lord due to Black Horror. Then the movement happened, and, well, you know, Morathi went over here, as did Morathi. Morathi and Morathi Associates. They're a good lawyer firm here. Snakes walked up over here, probably going to charge over there. And then these snakes during the hero phase shot, killed 3 Ungors, and now I'm assuming they're going to shoot again into them.
Yeah, they kind of need to.
Right now, we're still holding on. We're immune to battle shock, because we are brave Ungors, because we have brought a rock.
So, let's see what happens.
Freeze to hit. No 6s.
What's the point?
No mortal. No, a very good few hits either. Freeze to wound. Looks like they're going to have to charge in. 1. What's happening? Morathi is shooting into the wizard. 2s to hit. Hits. 2s to wound. I have a 6-up save. Do I turn into a spawn? Yes, I do. I'll set up the spawn, and we'll come back with the charge phase. So, end of the charge phase. So the spawn spawned in close combat, stopping Morathi from charging. Little Morathi charged into the Beast Lord. These charged into the spawn and the Beast Lord. And over here, these 4 charged into the Ungors. Now, this is sort of the important, but they're all important. But this one's really important. But we're starting with Little Morathi against the Beast Lord.
Yeah. Hitting and wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Rerolling on 1s.
3 hits. Do 6s do fancy?
Combat.
I'm assuming not, because it's mini Morathi.
And Big Morathi doesn't have anything fancy for combat, let's be honest.
Well, she has damage.
Yeah, she has damage, and that's it. That's all she needs. 3 wounds,
yep.
-1.
5-up save. I made one of them.
D3 damage.
He has 4 left. He is dead. He turns onto a spawn with 2+. Yes, he does. I will set that up and come back with whatever I pick to fight next. So today on things that I wasn't expecting to say, Ungors are the correct choice right now, as I have a choice between Ungors or 3 individual Chaos Spawn. So over here, the Ungors, there are 6 of them, so they have 6 attacks, 5s to hit with their shanks. They're really, really ready to shank you. 5s to wound. Oh boy, you better believe ready to shank you. Rend 1 because of the Hearthstone.
Come on.
I believe.
Past 1.
Oh, I believe. We got one. That was ridiculous. We'll come back with whatever's going next. I'm guessing it's these snakes. Or that snake. Alright, snakes with glaives. So we have 3 into the wounded one and 4 into the unwounded one, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
No, 4 into wounded, 3 into unwounded.
Right.
Only 3 of them can reach the unwounded one.
Fair enough. So which one first?
Unwounded.
Okay. 3 to hit.
They get an extra attack because, well, Shadow Queen is in combat.
Yep. So 3 to hit. 1 went over here. It's a 6.
2s do, however, still miss.
2's the bane of all Space Marine players. And 3's to wound. I think he might be dead. This is the wounded one, right?
Unwounded.
Oh, I think he's still dead. That's 8. I have 8 dice in hand. Perfect. He's dead. And then into the other one.
Yep. Gets the extra 5 attacks from the sergeant.
Yep.
3 plus 1 for sergeant. Yeah, plus 1. Saying 5 attacks for sergeant does not feel right, but yeah.
Well, it depends on what the sergeant is. Fairly sure again, Primaris Marine players will 5 attacks on a sergeant's perfectly fine.
No, that's 500.
Nah, not Blood Angels.
Nope,
Freeze to hit.
Still misses.
Aha, 1 into a 1. Perfect.
Command point rerolls from 8th edition.
Yeah. Well, they're in 9th as well.
Yeah, but we haven't had enough reroll 1s into 1s for 9th yet.
I haven't played any 9th edition games yet.
Exactly. 3, 6, 8.
Aha! It's almost like you just made me roll that. They're both dead. Alright, I'll be back with that one spawn taking on a god. Okay, I'll spawn into a god. Rolled 9 attacks. 4s. I got some. I got 5.
5.
Yeah. And then 4s to wound. 3 wounds at -1. It is a Mark of Zinch spawn because of the Zangor. Doesn't matter though.
All 3 go through.
They're 1 damage each because it's a spawn. Fails all 3. This is why we worship Chaos Spawn.
3's to hit with the sword.
Okay.
Oh, they're actually hitting this time.
3's to wound. 4. Rend.
None.
6 up saves. I rolled too many dice, but they all failed.
And the sergeant's whim, or in this case, one of the glaives, because you roll the 1.
Give me that glaive.
Hits.
Yep.
Wounds.
Rend.
None.
Aha!
You know that extra 6 you rolled?
Yep. There you go. So you will reclaim the objective. I'm into battle shock. I'm gonna guess that spawn's dead. We're probably gonna do that off camera.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do the roll off now?
Yep.
You know, we'll do that afterwards, but it doesn't really matter. We'll do the roll off now because this is faster. I got a 3 to a 3. I wouldn't had it last turn, so it maintains. And then we'll roll for the primary. So 1, 2. It's with my Ungors. 3, 4. Problem. 5, 6. Also problem. Oh, also you will score what? 2, 4 points.
Which means I need a new dice.
It's objective 3. Alright, that was a really long time thinking. So, starting off with the endless spells. The bullet was moved first. It ran over that one Zangor and then was moved to outside of an inch of these. But so didn't do any mortal wounds to them. This meant that I could not move the snake close enough to actually kill any of them. So I moved it over here for the sake of it and to possibly protect the Ungors. Because that's what it's going over there to do, is to protect them from any possible charges. 100%. Now over here, we've been wondering about this for a while. So I have these 10 Ungors over here. They moved to that. I also spent my 3 primordial call points to summon the Ungors, because I've been gaining them every round. Now this took me a while to figure it out, but I'm going to shoot into these Blood Sisters?
Stalkers.
Those are the Blood Sisters, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. So basically, what I figured out is I need to hold both objectives to have a chance. If I hold both objectives, and my opponent doesn't take any of them, then it's a draw. So I have to take this. I was debating shooting into Morathi, because I can kill her, but it's not worth the risk. So 10 shots, 4's to hit, 3's on the red one, 6's to explode, because they are still part of the battalion and still in my opponent's territory. Oh, that was good. That was very good. If only we had a hero to volley fire with. 4's to wound. We got 9 hits out of 10 on 4s. Beautiful. That is 4 wounds with rend 1 because of the hearthstone. Oh, it's down to the Ungors. We
You
killed.
want some saves?
Oh, is that round
10.
5?
Yeah.
Ooh. 6s to ignore. Getting different dice.
Yeah.
Different dice did it. I have to kill them now. I have to charge now. So they fell back out of combat, so they can't shoot. So I have 9-inch charge, which you know what I'll do off on camera. If I fail this,
Sec.
it'll still be a 9. I was 9 away from
it will.
everyone. If I fail this, it's game.
The other 2 archers?
They fell back.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
So if I fail this, that's game. I lose. If I make this, there's a chance, an off chance, that it's a draw. Looking for a 9. Let's go! Failed. And that is game. We could play through last turn. We'll probably do it off camera.
May as well.
But, yeah, I'll probably do it off or maybe on camera. I don't know. But that is game. So there we have it. The Daughters of Khaine taking the victory. 25 to 19. This was a super fun game to play and to record. And I hope you enjoyed. As always, any feedback is, really helpful, really useful. Just, keep it constructive. But until next time, stay optimistic, and most importantly, stay safe. Bye for now.